Welcome to the video. My name is Ray, and today we're going to be building a brand new small form factor home theater / streaming PC. And in this PC, we're going to be using the Ryzen 2700X. This is from my OG streaming build from my streaming room. Obviously, as you guys can see, I'm in my living room in front of my TV, and this is going to be for downstairs. So this is why I'm down here, and I figured it would be a good place to build this PC, being that this is where this PC is going to live. Obviously, it's small enough to where we can move it around, and that's the beauty of this little PC. We can move it from place to place as we need it, and that's what it's going to be for. So Ryzen 7 2700X, going to be sitting inside of the ROG Strix X570i Gaming from Asus. The cooler, we're going to be using a Noctua NH-L9a from AM4. It's from Noctua. It's the Chromax version, so it's all black. That's going to be pretty dope. The RAM, Trident Z RGB. I know I have a Neo box there. Can't find the RGB box, but that's what we're going to be using. 16 gigs, 3200 speed. CAS latency on it is 16, so that's decent. Graphics, Asus Phoenix series 2060. So it's got the ray tracing and all the advanced stuff for the streaming. So that's what we're going to use it for that. For storage, 1 terabyte Samsung NVMe SSD. I think it's a 970. And then for the boot drive, it's going to be a Western Digital Black, 500 gigabytes. The case is going to be this case right here, K39. It's super tiny, super small form factor, and we're going to be trying to build everything out of the case first, then make sure everything works properly, and then build it inside the case knowing that it already works. Power supply is going to be the FlexGURU 500 watt. It's an all black model with all black cables, and that's going to be super nice. I did buy a replacement fan for that power supply just in case we need it, because I've seen a lot of builds where the power supply they initially buy, the fan on it is extremely loud. So it's going to be a Noctua NF-A4x10 FLX. So it's a 40 millimeter by 10 millimeter premium fan. It's a little bit smaller than the included fan on the power supply. The included power supply fan is 15 mil. So just in case we can squeeze it in, I picked up a 20 mil. We're going to see what we can do with what we got. So that's going to be that. And that's where we're at. So without further ado, let's get into the build. First things first, we're going to take our CPU, Ryzen 7 2700X. Like I said before, from my old, not my old, my current streaming PC upstairs. We're going to lift up this tab. Okay, then we're going to match up the gold triangle. We're going to match up this gold triangle with the little triangle, that triangle right there. Also, I have some plastic here. I'm waiting to peel that off top, but I'm not doing. So that is the first thing. First thing is done. Guess the next thing we should do is the cooler. This Noctua cooler. Take off the factory mounting bracket. Okay. Now got that like that. The four screws on the fan. Fan is back in place. Let's see what we can do about wrapping this around and plugging this in. That's for CPU fan header. Bam. And then now we can just tuck that right on down there. Beautiful. All right, now I guess I could do RAM. I'm gonna take my RAM sticks, make sure that they are going in the right spot. Turn this around. This one. So this is gonna be upside down. Open up those. These do not open. Make sure that the slots match. Do the inside first. Okay. All right, now that we have the CPU cooler, and RAM installed, we're going to go ahead and open up this M.2 slot. Oh, because it has RGB, it has a plug on it. So for this drive, we're going to be using Western Digital Black SN750. Let me slot it in there. Carefully plug that back in. We can put this off as well. Very nice. Even though I know this is not how this is going to be, I want to install it first to make sure everything works. So this is the motherboard power. Oh, we got RGB. We got some RGB up there. Moment of truth. Oh, we got power. We got RGB. Both the fans are spinning. Can we get a boot signal? Maybe I gotta turn the monitor on. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. There we go. First boot. No keyboard detected. Press F1 for setup. There we go. Awesome stuff. Keyboard, mouse, hopefully. Need it up, baby? Need it up? Okay, there you go. Yeah, so far the loudest thing is that power supply fan, which I kind of anticipated. And F1 for setup. And we are looking real nice. Oh, we're looking real nice. So based on the sound of the power supply fan at that level, this is just idle. I am going to swap it out for that Noctua. And we're going to see how that goes. So as you can see, that's it. I think hold this down. Should turn it off. There we go, turned off. Oh, we are in beautiful shape right now. Beautiful, beautiful shape. All right, now let's get it in the case. Get that fan swapped out. Off camera, I went ahead and tidied up these cables. This group of cables here is probably going to be not used. I'm liking the way the fan looks. I'm disappointed it's not a 4-pin, but at the time when I was buying my stuff, I bought everything off of Amazon. But at the time, I was looking at the fan. It was 15 bucks. It was somewhere there about $15. By the time I went to purchase it, that particular model had sold out and had been replaced by a exactly identical model for $56. That being said, I was like, yeah, I'm not paying $56 for that one fan. So instead of doing that, I bought myself the 3-pin 10mm fan, which disappointing, yes, but I also bought myself that 20mm fan. Like I said, worst case scenario, very worst case scenario, I cut out the back of the power supply there where the fan goes and sheet metal mechanic that fan in there. So that will be the plan for that. Okay. Got 3 of the 4 in. Okay. 3-bolt, 3-pin, not 3-bolt, 3-pin fan header. Okay. Alright, so I keep forgetting to keep talking because I'm getting super carried away with the build. Just my mind is talking to myself. And sometimes there's long pauses in between the things that I'm doing and the stuff that I'm focusing on. So that being said, I'm going to stop doing that. Based on the fact that I'm having such a hard time getting the graphics card in with this current configuration of card, plug, I have decided to cut this adapter off. Now, will I regret that in the future? It's possible. Worst case scenario, I'll just either have to repin it, which I don't know if I'm capable of doing. I think I should be fine doing it, but other than that, I don't really know what else to do. So with that said, I'm just going to carefully and meticulously pick these wires apart, cut them, and then go from there. So as much as I did not want to do this, that's the finished product there. I don't like it. I'll be honest with you, it makes me nervous. So I have this clear coat nail polish. And what I'm gonna do is put a little dab, just the teeniest, tiniest little dab on each one. That way it'll seal the top of the exposed wire and prevent any arcing, hopefully. I don't know how much, you know, I have to worry about arcing in general, but rather than risk it, I'd rather just put a little dab. Okay, we'll let that dry, and then we will move on. All right, so this is where we're at now. We have it all plugged in. I haven't, you know, shoved the cables all the way in because I want to make sure that everything is working correctly before we make any moves. So right, we got our troubleshooting LED. I mean, our power button LED works. GPU is spinning. We have a splash screen. RGB is working, and bam, we're in the BIOS. So it's working, bro. It's working. Super stressful, super long night. I'm gonna get it all buttoned up, configure the BIOS, configure Windows, all that stuff, and yeah, we're looking good for right now. So that's the system. That's it. All nicely tight, compact, crammed in there. I'm thinking I might just get rid of these cables here because I don't have a need for them at the moment, but then that limits me to no more extra storage. But then again, at the same time, do I really need all those extra cables? Overall, I think the build is amazing. So my final thoughts on the PC. Really good build quality on the case. That K39 case is really nice. It comes with all the screws, and it had the PCI riser cable included, but the price I paid for it on Amazon was $150, so $150 USD. Yeah, it's a lot of money for that case, but overall, can't complain. Make sure you have your wires on your power supply where you want them to go before they need to go there. And in the future, I'm going to be trimming down those motherboard cable wires from the PC for the 24 pin and the 8 pin, and then soldering them and heat shrinking them to get them nice and tidy and get them tightened up. I don't have any intention of that power supply being used for any other build at this point. So that's that. Overall, really like the case, really like the build, super excited. First build of 2021. Thanks again for watching. I do appreciate it. And if you guys made this far and you haven't already, consider dropping a like on the video. That would help me out tremendously. Also, if you're new and you made it this far, feel free to subscribe. Consider subscribing. So thanks again for watching. See you guys in the next one.